Sundance 2023 is right around the corner. It's going to be in person and online. I'm attending as press online, and I have 25 tickets of films to see. You'll be getting a ranking of all those at the end of the festival, and I'll be trying to review each and every one of them, whether in video format, shorts format, or even in written format on my website. But to say the least, I'm very excited to see this entire lineup of movies, and I have 10 movies that I've picked out that I think I cannot wait to watch, and these are my most anticipated films for Sundance 2023. Leave your thoughts down below. Are you attending virtually? Are you attending in person? Let me know, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more Sundance and just in general movie content on a daily basis. Just as a point of reference, if you've never watched one of these film festival rankings, I do not know a lot about these movies. Sometimes there's a cast that gets involved, sometimes there's a concept, and sometimes there's just some word of buzz that I've heard behind the scenes that get me excited. So there's not a lot that I know about these, because at my number 10, it's Landscape with Invisible Hands. Now this is an adventure drama sci-fi film with a pair of teenagers who come up with a plan to ensure their family's futures when occupying alien races' promise of economic prosperity leaves most of humanity impoverished and desperate. Now, it's directed by Corey Finley. I've heard that name before, not sure where from, and it stars the likes of like Tiffany Haddish, William Jackson Harper, Kylie Rogers, Michael Gandolfini, and even Clifton Collins Jr., who was just in the last Avatar movie. Now, the reason that this one's on my list is I saw Aliens and I saw the cast. And that's about the reason that I'm excited for this movie. Is that a reason to be excited for it? Maybe not, depending on who you are and what you think about this cast and that concept, but for me, it's an alien film. I had to include it on here. Up next on my number 9 is All Dirt Road's Taste of Salt. This is an A24 production, from my understanding, from what I've heard. We even have the director of Moonlight producing this movie, and it's about a decade-spanning exploration of a woman's life in Mississippi and an ode to the generation of people, places, and inevitable moments that shape us. Directed and written by Raven Jackson, not director or writer before, but I'm excited to see what we get in here. Then, of course, you have a cast like Moses Ingram, who I know not everyone loved her performance from Kenobi, but I was actually a pretty big fan of that in some instances, and I think some of the writing failed her, but as a performance, she did a great job. Sheila Itim was awesome in other projects that I've seen before, so again, this cast, the production, A24 is behind this movie. I'm all in. I can't wait to watch it. Up next, my number 8 is A Little Prayer. Now, this is about a man who tries to protect his daughter-in-law when he finds out his son is having an affair. It has the likes of Jane Levy in here, and I have been such a major fan of Jane ever since I saw that Evil Dead reboot. She was a big standout in there. I wish we would have gotten that sequel, but I also loved her in Don't Breathe, and every single time she pops up in something, it easily becomes something that skyrockets to the top. I didn't care what the concept was for this. I just saw that she was going to be in this, and I knew I had to watch it. This next one I actually found out before I'd gotten my ticket for it, and I was very happy to finally get a ticket for it, because at my number 7, it's The Pods Generation. This stars the likes of Emilia Clarke and Chiwetel Ejiofor. Now, I was actually looking to see what both of them were doing at one point a couple weeks ago when I was sitting on the couch, and then when I saw that they were doing this movie, I'm like, this seems like something that would be at Sundance. Read the concept, and it absolutely was, because this is about a New York couple whose wild ride to parenthood using a new tool developed by tech giants. Now, again, kind of weird. Is it a romance? Is it a comedy? Is it sci-fi? It seems to be all of that, but again, you got Chiwetel Ejiofor and Emilia Clarke in here. I'm sold. My number 6 is Fair Play. This has Alden Ehrenreich playing in here, which, again, I haven't really seen him be in anything since Solo: A Star Wars Story, which he was good in Solo. Let's not give him too much shit, but I'm excited to see him actually hopping back on board and doing an indie film here. We also have Eddie Marsan, who I'm a big fan of, and Phoebe DeViner, and again, just a whole stacked cast here. I don't know the director, Chloe Dormont, but I do like the concept of an unexpected promotion at a cutthroat hedge fund pushes a young couple's relationship to the brink, needing to unravel far more than the recent engagement. These are interesting. I just got engaged. I'm getting married next year, so let's see if this is pretty exciting. We got 5 more to go, and at my number 5, we have You Hurt My Feelings, another A24 production film starring the likes of Julia Louis-Dreyfus, but alongside it's directed and written by Nicole Holton Center, who I am such a freaking fan of. I love her creations, and this is about a novelist whose long-standing marriage is suddenly upended when she overhears her husband giving his honest reaction to her latest book. This is kind of interesting for me because, again, my fiance is one of the biggest parts of me of one creating projects and having ideas for films and actually hearing her ideas and that side of it. But again, those honest reactions come from certain people, and I'm excited to see how this relationship actually unfolds with Julia Louis-Dreyfus. And again, it's A24 production. I can't wait. Out my number 4 is Sometimes I Think About Dying, and easily. I didn't even read the idea of this. In fact, the first time that I'm reading the synopsis for this will be in me filming this video, but I saw that Daisy Ridley was the main cast in here, and I instantly was sold. I wanted to see what was next after her, after Star Wars, and this story is about lost on the dreary Oregon coast. Fran wastes her daylight hours in the solitude of a cubicle, listening to the constant hum of office mates, occasionally daydreaming to pass the time. She is ghosting through life, unable to pop her bubble of isolation. And then Robert starts up at the company, and he's new to town in the dynamics of the office. He's a naturally friendly person who keeps trying to chat with Fran, though it goes against every fiber of her well-being. Have to give this guy a chance. That idea is clever. I work in an office on my other days, and for me, just sounds like something right up my alley. My number 3, this is actually one of the most exciting ones for me, and it's called Talk to Me. This is a brand new horror movie from the guys from Raka Raka. If you remember that YouTube channel, I was obsessed with them for years, and it's been awesome to see this journey of them actually being able to create a film. Ever since they announced that they were going to be doing a movie, I've been following this movie, and when I saw that it was getting into Sundance, it instantly made me excited, and it made me even more excited when I saw that the concept is about a group of friends who discover how to conjure spirits using an embalmed hand. They become hooked on the new thrill, and until one of them goes too far and opens the door to the spirit world, facing them to choose who to trust in the dead or the living. It's again directed by the Raka Raka guys, Danny and Michael. They're brothers. They wrote it. It just, for me, I know nothing else about this movie. I just know it's a horror film from them. It's probably going to be fucked up. It's probably going to be completely bloody, but count me in. My number 2 is the brand new film starring Alexander Skarsgård and Mia Goth, which again, they're in something I'm going to be watching this. The poster looks trippy, and it's called Infinity Pool. Now, this is about James and Erm Foster, who are enjoying an all-inclusive beach vacation in the fictional island of La Toco when a fatal accident exposes the resort's perversive subculture of tourism and reckless violence and surreal horrorism. I have not seen the trailer for this. I know that there is one out there. I do not want to watch it, but I'm sure if you have, you guys can all tell me if this movie looks good or not, but it is my number 2. I love this cast. I love the concept. And again, it's a horror movie. And at my number 1 for the entire festival of what I'm most excited for, it is Magazine Dreams. It stars the likes of Jonathan Majors, Halle Bennett, and Taylor Page. I love each and every one of those, specifically Jonathan Majors. I've just been such a big fan of his over the last few years. And the idea of this being about a black amateur bodybuilder who struggles to find human connection in this exploration of celebrity and violence makes me excited to see what this is. We have one still image of Jonathan Majors absolutely looking completely ripped. This is going to be his year. We have this film, then we have Ant-Man next month, then Creed 3 in March. This is just the first 3 months. We might as well just call the 3 months of Jonathan Majors, and I can't wait. This guy's an amazing actor, like I mentioned, and it had to be my number 1 because he is the most exciting actor for me to follow right now in Hollywood. But with that said, that is my top 10 most anticipated films heading to Sundance this year. There's countless of them. Like I said, I'm seeing about 25 movies at Sundance, and I'm going to be doing my best to provide coverage for each and every one of them. So if you want to follow along for that, hit that like and subscribe button. Follow my website down below in the link down there, wolfofgeekstreet.com. And of course, until next time, stay classy.